Today I want you to write about your weekend again. So remember, the first thing you do is you put the date, and we counted the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So October is 10. Today is the 26th. So we go dash 26, and the year is 2020. So dash 2020. That's so we'll remember when we wrote this piece. So I usually start with the words this weekend, but remember, when you start a sentence, you need to start with a capital letter. So there's our digraph: the, th, itchy eye, this. So there's this. Always leave a space between your words. So weekend is a compound word. It's week plus end. So w for week, e. This time the e's are made with two e's together to make the long e sound, and then k, that's week. We don't need ck because it's long e, remember. And then end, like ed, n, d. So that's how I'm starting this weekend. And you can start the very same way this weekend. We, that's one of our tricky words that we memorized, W-E, we. Then I'm going to say raked, because that's what we did. A, I want long A, so I'm going to need a silent E at the end. But first I need the rake. There's my silent E to make the A say A. But we raked. It sounds like a T. But when something happened in the past, even though it sounds like a T, it's always ED. So we raked our. That ow is OU in this word. And we'll study that ow sound more later in the year. Our yard, y. Ooh, a bossy R. I don't hear the letter A in front of my R because we always have to have a vowel. This weekend we raked our yard to, that's one of our trick words, T-O, get, G-E-T, to get. Another trick word, the, T-H-E, leaves, L-E, remember E likes to walk with the A, so it's E-A, leave, and it still has a silent E, leaves. That's an S that sounds like a Z. So this weekend we raked our yard to get the leaves off. Oh, and remember the floss rule? F, L, S, or Z has to double after a short vowel. So there's off, double the F. Off before. B, E, that's B. And then for is part of the same word. F, O, and the O says its name, so we need a silent E before. Here's our trick word, the, again. That's why we need to memorize it. We use it so many times. Before the snow. And at the end of a word, a lot of times the O sound is O-W. Before the snow came. C, A, So we need a silent E to make the A say A. And there's my first sentence. It's kind of long, but I need a period at the end of my sentence. So this weekend we raked our yard to get the leaves off before the snow came. And then I'm going to use one of those transition words that we learned. I'm going to say after that. So after, and I want you, oops, I forgot the T. I want you to sound out the letters yourself. Sometimes I will do it with you, and sometimes I'll just write it. After that, there's our digraph, the, at, after that, Megan. Now Megan gets a capital M because that's her name. Megan. And then our tricky word and, A-N-D, Jackson. So his name also gets a capital letter because everybody's name gets a capital letter. Megan and Jackson came over. Remember at the end, is usually E-R. For, tricky word for, F-O-R. Dinner, in dinner, and games. And games, aim, that's gam. So if I put a silent E, then I get game. Games, another S that sounds like a Z. So after that, Megan and Jackson came over for dinner and games. That's the end of that sentence. Now I'm going to tell you what we played. Capital we, because it's the next sentence. We, tricky word, we played Remember AY words like day, play, say, may, way? There's one of them. We played, so we need ED. We played. Now the name of the game gets capital letters. So it was called Sushi Go. We played Sushi Go. And then I'm going to tell you one more thing. So that's the end of that sentence. I, capital I, won, on 2. Remember the number 2 is TWO. And then times, I need a silent E, otherwise it'll be Tim's. And I'm going to put an exclamation point because I was excited that I won 2 times. And then I can draw a picture to go with it. And I'm done. So when you do yours, you can do what I did. I just wrote about one of the days on the weekend, and I told you 3 or 4 things about that day. I want you to write at least 3 sentences, and you can write 3 different things that you did, or you can write 3 sentences about the same thing that you did, but something that happened this weekend. Have fun writing and make your best picture.